Welcome to the countryside, yeah, and welcome to Farafene, and welcome to Masai. Chakutarians be like the average, could you trick it up for the good? No. Kune Senegal me like kudu ku Farafene. So buge mo sad boy fonga fete. Nika bona banyo fanga rombo salikene. Bantan suma wole bene salikene. Modolu nyu dugulu ne faure nyu ganye dek jamu dek dine yane dek teranga. We don't me Farafene, I'm not lomo money. If you know you're from Chakum, put your hands up. You nest in your town, I'm on money. Mota bola le kid if a mini langa gale. Be rich be pare nanko ya dale yele make sala nimbaro ya yele. Kandi nyonyo terra nyu lolo la nyu mane mora sunyo nyom ya nyom na danyo ganye. Welcome to the countryside, and welcome to Farafene, and welcome to my town. Lula satin ko diabeje. Welcome to the countryside, and welcome to Farafene, and welcome to Masai. Chakutarians be like diabeje. Marcelo ma wala sendika, taxi saret wala Jakarta.
Miss Fatimata Trawale is the chairperson of the Young Chakutarians Development Foundation, and then you are welcome on stage to give the opening statement for this prestigious student award ceremony to kickstart OSU. Thank you.
And it's a honor to be here to give the opening statement. At first, I will start with the high table. The Honorable and the delegates, I greet you all. It's a pleasure to have you all here. And to all the educators, to the students, and our prestigious awardees, my fellow executives, I'm glad to have you all here. Thank you all for coming. Being here in Farafene makes this occasion especially meaningful to me, because this town is not only where I'm speaking today, it is where my entire educational journey began and was nurtured. This journey would not have been possible without the strong foundation laid by the schools and teachers right here in Farafene. Therefore, I want every student sitting here today and every parent listening to take this message to heart. Excellent results can be achieved in Farafene, and location does not limit your potential. Your mindset, effort, and perseverance determine how far you can go. Believe in yourselves, respect your teachers, stay focused, and never allow negative perceptions to define your future. Today's ceremony is more than the presentation of awards. It is a celebration of hard work, resilience, and hope. It is also a reminder that when a community invests in education, it invests in a brighter future. To the awards recipients, you earn this recognition. It is to motivate you to aim even higher. To those who will receive awards in the future, let today inspire you to work harder and dream bigger. As we proceed with this event, let us continue to support our schools, encourage our children, and uphold the belief that greatness can and does emerge from Farafene. Also, without completing this, I would like to thank our partners, the Chakutarians Farafene Diaspora, for their humble support. They've been with us from the start up to now. We thank them so very much, and it is well appreciated. And I wish us all a successful and inspiring award ceremony. Once again, thank you all for gracing this event. We are so glad to have you all. On behalf of Young Chakutarian Development Association, I declare this ceremony open. Thank you all.
The Young Chakutarians Development Association was formed with a strong conviction that we can give back to our community, which is Farafene. We grappled with challenges such as financial implication, but today we are here. It was formed in the year 2021 December, and the co-founders were Mr. Ibrahim Ambo and then myself. How we were able to form this association? We want to revolutionize community development in a sense that we want to make sure that anything that we are able to do, it is sustainable for our community. So with this, we have our executive members who deserve their various portfolios, and then therefore they were willing to serve their community. We have started with people that have got lost, that they do not want to continue. So these are the people that we are able to continue with the association. In fact, they are the backbone of this association, that is the Young Chakutarians Development Association. In absentia, we want to acknowledge the unwavering commitment of Mr. Ibrahim Mbo, who was one time a graduate of Mr. Senior Secondary School with 7 A's 2021. He is our diaspora advisor, and he also pursued his undergraduate degree in India. Upon completion of his program, he returned back to this country, and then right now he is in Nigeria. In absentia, we want to say that he is not here in person, but he has also done a tremendous job that we need to acknowledge in this August gathering. So, Mr. Ibrahim Mbo, anywhere you are, we want to say thank you. And to all our executive members, thank you for the job well done. To stage such a prestigious award is not easy. We do face challenges, especially when it comes to finance. But we must also acknowledge the unwavering commitment and unflinching support of our chairperson, the vice chairperson, the finance minister, the deputy social secretary, and then the deputy finance minister. They were able to spend their resources to make sure that we are able to celebrate this prestigious award together with the Chakubantang Diaspora Network. So we really appreciate what you've done for your hometown, which is Farafenye. We are proud of you. So this association, we can say it is 5 years of existence. It is an association which is formally and officially registered with the Attorney General Chambers. It is a registered youth association. And then, if you could vividly remember, in 2023, we conducted or organized a talent exhibition where we officially launched this association because it was registered in July 22nd, 2023. If you could vividly remember, then the Young Chakutarians Development Association, we do not only confine or limit ourselves to only delivering service to students. We deliver service on education, on health, on sport, on skill empowerment, on climate advocacy, and among others. So we are versatile in our work, and we will make sure we continue giving back to our hometown, which is Farafenye. This is first of its kind. It has never happened in the Gambia here. Do you agree with me that it has never happened in the Gambia? Celebrating academic excellence. I'm not talking about the teachers or other sectors of work. Students, I mean. It has never happened, right? So we have set records on that part. It's a landmark in the history of the Gambia. So without wasting time again, let us invite the Deputy Speaker of the National Youth Parliament, Honorable Bukari Gay, to give us his deliberation with regard to the YCDA Student Award ceremony.
Distinguished invited speakers, honorable community leaders, respected school administrators, committed teachers, valued parents, outstanding performing students, members of the organizing committee, and the general audience present. Good day to you all. Today is more than just a celebration. It's more than just giving you awards or gift. But this is a sign to all the students to be doing their best to ensure next edition you will be among those who will be called. I graduated at Gate Sanjay Senior Secondary School in the year 2025, but I am able to bring values. As a student, don't look at where you are coming from, but then knowing where you are heading to. is the most important thing as a student. As a student, you must be dedicated, you must be committed, and you must be self-disciplined to get to the dreamland where you want to reach. We made mention of the Right Honorable Bakari Kibaji here. Honorable Bakari Kibaji is a teacher by profession. And of course, before you become a teacher, you must become a student. And if you ask him, he will tell you that he was self-disciplined, he was committed, he was dedicated, he was resilient, he was perseverance to get where he is today. So you as students, you can look up to him to become success in your future. And to success, we are all yearning for, I believe. From today onward, expect more will come on your way. This award that they are giving you is not just an award, but it's a wake up call. That today you are able to live Farafeni here, to be in the Combos. Life in the Combos is challenges. It's different from life in the provincial Gambia. As I conclude, let me leave you with this. Dream big. I'm a writer. My pen name is Possible Point. I believe everything is in life with me is possible. With me and God is possible. But I don't believe in anybody else. I believe in God. I believe in myself. I believe my potential can take me where His Excellency President Adam Barrow is. And to that I am working towards. When dreaming, dream as much as you can. So if you are learning, you fall on the highest mountain. Nobody owns you. And then the most challenging person, the most poorest person on earth is the person who don't force him or herself to dream. Dream, work towards your dream. Stay disciplined is another key area in which you should also look at. Be disciplined. Respect your education. Believe in yourselves. When one doubts you, if you remain focused, nothing can stop you from progressing. As we often said it, no pain, no gain. There must be struggles before you progress. Struggle for today and enjoy for tomorrow. Once again, congratulations to the organizing committee, congratulations to the most deserving students, and congratulations to our most hardworking parents, our community leaders, and the audience in this building. Thank you so much for listening.
Good evening, everyone. Let me first and foremost recognize the presence of the Honorable Member of Parliament, Mr. Bakar Baji, and also members of the High Table, all protocols observed. Let me first and foremost thank the young Chakutarians. I would safely say this is probably the first of its kind in this community. But let me congratulate these young women and men, young ladies and gentlemen for achieving what they have achieved. Trust me, the sky is your limit. I have never achieved this level of achievement in my whole educational career. I started my schooling in Farafeni in 1964, so you can guess how old I am. I struggled through my school career, and then I rose to institutions of higher learning without the achievements that you have achieved. I rose through several institutions as a development practitioner, and I ended up earning my master's degree at the London School of Economics. Now, if I could rise to that level without having achieved what you have achieved when I was your age. It means you would rise higher than I have reached with efforts. It's not an entitlement. You need to work harder, as you have always worked. Now, let me turn to the young Chakutarians. You are an inspiration to the upcoming youngsters. You started something that is exemplary. This is a word of encouragement to the young Chakutarians. Chakubantan Diaspora Network Association. The association has achieved quite a number of milestones. I will just mention three. One is that if you look at the Farafene Primary School, we have built a toilet block for students, girls and boys, teachers, female teachers and male teachers, to the tune of 1.5 million. We donated that. Now we have also provided furniture to the tune of 1.2 million to Mauritania Primary School. And then we provided support to a specific ward at the Farafenni General Hospital. Recently, we have established a new housing estate of about 500 compounds with a stadium, with a youth center, with 2 schools, with a hospital, with a market, with various religious centers in the suburbs of Farafenni. And one of our objectives is to make it possible for Farafenni youngsters to be able to acquire homes. And therefore, with or without cars, we should be able to help you over the next 3 years to pay for this facility on time. Now, coming to this event, my message is in one main area. My takeaway, that is the main message I want to leave with you, is that it is easy to organize events like this, to mobilize resources and provide award to individuals. But what next? Where are we heading to? What next for the young Chakutarians? How do you sustain this? You need to work on your sustainability program. And for our awardees, the question is, how do you sustain the energy that you have to be able to achieve higher than you have already achieved? But for myself, as a community leader, I'm a retiree, but I owe this community something to return to make life easy for our youngsters. To Honorable Councillor, who is our able representative, to our honorable members of parliament at the national level, the senior parliament, the national parliament, and the youth parliament. One of the challenges for North Bank region is the lack of tertiary institutions. And what does that mean? It means when you youngsters finish your high school education here, you've got to go to other regions for your higher education. Just like the Deputy Speaker is pursuing his university education outside North Bank region. Deputy Speaker of the Youth Parliament. Is that right? And just like Mustafa is pursuing his bachelor's degree outside Farafenni, outside the North Bank region. The implications of that are many, but I will mention just a few. By doing so, you are putting enormous pressure on the families. The resources that their families are supposed to utilize and build themselves at the local level are being used in the form of accommodation, in the form of meals. Those resources can come back here to develop Farafenni and in Northern region. Number two, the fact that you are a youngster, 18 years, 19 years, 20, you are moving into your adulthood. This is the time you need to draw on the inspirations of your parents, your elder brothers, your community leaders. But if you spend all that time outside your region, you are drawing inspiration from other people and you are being denied the opportunity for your parents to mentor you. So that is a cost for us as a community. And number three, when we were going to school, and I'm sure a little bit of it now, we spend the weekend helping our parents on the farm. We give a helping hand. That goes to improve the local economy. When you go out of the community to do your tertiary education outside, you offer that support to outsiders. Granted, they are not fellow Gambians, but charity begins at home. I'm still trying to make a case for especially our National Assembly member, making a case for tertiary institutions in this region. And one more point, and that is to the Honorable Councillor. When you allow your young people to go overseas, outside your region, to go to school in those regions, some of you may end up being mechanics, others may end up being electricians, others may end up being other trades. You are contributing. By the time you finish your university education, you are already established in those communities. You probably marry within those communities. And you contribute to the economy of those communities, whilst your community is not benefiting from those economies of scale. And by implication, the money that your potential business established in Farafeni and elsewhere in Northern region does not pay tax to the area council. You are paying tax to Brikama Area Council or KMC. So it is not good to be antagonistic to other region, but it's good to beat the drum for your own region. And that's what I'm doing. Somebody said there is a lot of talk about tribalism in the Gambia, and he says there is no tribalism. Tribes make a case for themselves. They celebrate their tribe and culture, and we also must celebrate our region to be able to develop our region. So these are my takeaways, and I hope our Honorable National Assembly MP takes it, and I hope our Honorable Member of Parliament takes that takeaway. And finally, to the chairperson of the Young Chakutarian, you are following a track that I followed, fundamental travel. I listened to your presentation and I got inspired. But I'm looking backward. I started my career as a development professional. Whereas I'm not a major public figure, but I try to work hard behind the scenes, and I served as a development finance advisor to 8 governments in East Africa and Central Asia. So, like I said, she was a head girl, and if she can rise to that level, she probably can rise to levels higher than any of us have achieved. And thank you very much. Congratulations once more.
Greetings, distinguished guests, respected elders, parents, teachers, and their students. It is with great honor to be part of this Students' Awards ceremony organized by the Young Chakutarian Development Association. I commend the YCDA for recognizing academic excellence, discipline, and hard work, values that shape strong leaders and a progressive society. Education remains as a powerful tool for national development. By celebrating excellence today, We are inspired not only the awardees, but every student to aim higher and work harder. To the awardees, congratulations. Let this achievement motivate you to remain focused, determined, and commitment to making a positive impact in your families and the communities at large. It is not going to be an easy journey. Life after school is very hard, but with determination, confidence, and if you believe that you are from a home that you know you need to make a change, for sure, you will still focus and make sure that you make that change that you want to see in our societies. To our parents and teachers, thank you for your sacrifice and your dedication in guiding these young ones. On behalf of the North Bank Region Youth Committee, I reaffirm our support for youth-led initiatives that promote education and leadership. Investing in students today is investing in the future of our nation. To the young Chakutarians, I know it's not going to be an easy journey. It will be very tough. You will start with 100, but only 7 will be left at the end of the day. But with your confidence and the determination that you have and the change that you want to see in our society and not bank at large, you will make that change only by believing in yourself. Do not listen to what people are going to say because every day people have something to say. But you have an aim, you have aims and objectives, and you really want to achieve them. In order for you to achieve them, you need teamwork and you need to make sure that you listen to one another. Effective communication is key in everything that you see. Without effective communication, things will not work. We have a lot of associations in Farafenni. They are doing their best, but at the end, for the first 2 years, they do their best, but in the next 3 years or 4, you will no more see them or hear from them. Do not take this association as your own, but please try to recruit new ones because no matter how long it takes, you guys are going to live one day and the sustainability of this association matters a lot. On behalf of the North Bank Region Youth Committee, I once again congratulate all the awardees and thank you all for your kind attention.
The National Youth Parliamentarian of Ileasa constituency. Special regards to the chair lady Fatimata Trawale. Your speech was wonderful, well articulated, inspirational, and very, very interesting to the occasion. And the able deputy speaker, I am humble in your presence as tradition demands. As the deputy speaker of the National Youth Parliament, Mr. Tiba, thank you for the wonderful speech. The Honorable Councillor of the constituency, the delegate that accompanied me, Mr. Dennis Jiba and Jerry Badi, the Vice Chairperson, North Bank Region, Ami Keta, thank you so very much for the wonderful speech given. Now, the task given to me is a very complex one. That is to speak on the occasion, that is the awarding ceremony. You see, most of you believe that you should be from the city to actually achieve in life. You see, I live in the bush. I came from the bush. You see, I am like any child that is not looked up to by the society. I am like any child who could have failed, who the society never expected that this individual will succeed, based on the location and based on where I came from. In my own village, in the hamlet where I come from, when people are naming villages and naming places in my own constituency, they always forget about the hamlet where I come from. And that must tell you something. The deputy speaker spoke at length, and what he told you was realistic. He tried, he strived. And the chairperson also said something that you can achieve. Life is based on what you think about yourself. Now, whatever you want in life is possible if you believe it is possible. But first and foremost, you must have concern for humanity at heart. Because whatever you are going to offer, you are offering it to humanity. Whatever you are going to do, you are doing it for humanity. Whatever you are going to interact with, you are only going to interact with human beings. So that is an important thing that you all need to know. But there is nothing in life that can be achieved without commitment. You must be committed to a cost. Like I normally say, there are 3 D's in life. There are 3 D's in life. The first D is determination. As young as you are, you must be determined. You must be determined to the cause. You must be determined on what you want. The second D is dedication. Dedication. It calls on you for you to be dedicated. Dedicated towards what you want. The other D is discipline, which the deputy speaker spoke on at length. Discipline is where you have respect for teachers, respect for parents, respect for colleagues, respect for friends, respect for elderly people, and respect for people that you work with. So now, if you want to succeed in life, you must know these 3 Ds and you must apply them well. Now, most of the time, the problem with the people that are in the urban part of the country is you underrate yourself. That you see those that are in other schools, those that are in common, and you believe that they are the best. Yes, but I can tell you, you are also among the best, and you will be the best, undoubtedly. Clap for yourself for the time being. You see, one of the things that will help you for you to excel is the 3 currencies that we have. The first currency in life is knowledge. Whatever you want. I always tell people that if you have knowledge, no matter where you are, people will come for you. No matter where you are, money will come for you. If you have knowledge, you will have the other currency. Which is the other currency? The other currency is money. The first currency is knowledge. Now, if you have knowledge, then you will have what we call money. The other currency that you can use and have money is time. Time is of utmost importance. The time you waste chatting with your friends, the time that you waste playing, the time that you waste not studying, the time that you waste not reading. If you spend more time in reading, more time in studies, more time in learning, then you will have the knowledge that you want, which is an important element of life. But after having all this, you need a society to live in. And after having all this, you need to what? You need to develop a society. Now, you cannot develop the society without knowledge. Most of the time when we ask the reason as to why we are backwarded the way we are, it's because we don't have the knowledge. Anything that you see on earth, there is nothing that can absolutely develop in the absence of knowledge. Now, once you have knowledge, and you have the time, and you have the money, the other thing that is needed is courage. Nobody can survive on earth if you are a coward. And you must have the courage in you. I have seen all the people that have succeeded on earth. They are courageous, they have the courage, they have the confidence, and they are there to do it. They try new things. Now, fear is your worst enemy. Fear of the unknown, fear of the uncertain, fear of failing, fear of losing. You understand? That is your worst enemy. So conquer fear and you will become successful. You don't have to be afraid of anything. You just have to work hard towards what you want, and at the end of the day, you will achieve more than you can imagine, which are very, very important elements in life. Now, for instance, I want to give you a few examples. How many of you know about Thomas Sankara? Do you think if Thomas Sankara was a coward, he will ever have been president? Never. He would never have been president. Some of you know about Colonel Gaddafi, for instance. If Colonel Gaddafi was a coward, he would never have been president. You all know about my best president, J.J. Rawlings. Do you know J.J. Rawlings, the former president of Ghana? It's called the flight lieutenant. If J.J. Rawlings was a coward, he would never have been president. You all know about Ibrahim Traoré, who is celebrated today. We are celebrating Ibrahim Traoré, not asking, not knowing where Ibrahim Traoré came from. Ibrahim Traoré spent sleepless nights in planning what we call a coup, to launch a coup and to succeed in the nation. He was alone and he tried very, very hard, to an extent that he was able to liberate a nation. It should be in you that In me lies the development of my nation. In you lies the liberation of my nation. And in you lies the liberation of Africa at large. That should be in any of you. That is, you will see yourself as the progress of Parafenya, the progress of Ilyasa constituency, the progress of Black Bank region, the progress of Gambia lies in your hands. If you think like that, undoubtedly you will succeed. I thank you all for your kind attention.
Let me congratulate the awardees for making it up and also for doing something that warrants this. And to all the students, parents, teachers, school administrators, let me say welcome to the Farafay Award, all of you. And it's very nice to interact with all of you. Also the media. Axon, I have to mention him. He is very much hardworking in all activities that are organized in Farafenye. Have been giving out his time, his resources, and everything to see whatever happens in Farafenye disseminates in the media. But I would like everybody to give a round of applause to Honorable Mustafa Jai. If I was a kid today, you would have been my role model, but you can still be my role model. Many of you might know me or heard of my name as the counselor. I attended Farafenye Primary School, and that's where I stopped my schooling in Farafenye. I went to St. Augustine's middle school, then high school. So I was not fortunate to be schooled under the watch of my parents, because that Farafenye High School was just very new. Many of us say, let us just go to the campus. But you guys are very lucky to be schooled or to have education under the watch of your parents. Let me tell you, it is never easy to have education without the watch of your parents. Trust me. Honorable Bakari, I think will bear witness with me. We were all schooled in Combo. But it's just God that helped us, and with our determinations and commitments, if not, we would not have been standing here today to give a speech. Maybe we would have been in the streets or doing other things that would not, do any contribution to nation building. So let me just say once again, congratulations to all the awardees. Let me not keep the time. We have already, spent much time. So I thank you all for listening. Thank you.
Young Chakutarians Development Association wants to decorate the deserving students of this year's maiden edition of the Student Award Ceremony. And then he wants to do this with Mr. Momodu Diba of the of Chakubantan Diaspora Network, our partners in community development. So therefore, we call on the chairperson and then an executive member of the Chakubantan Diaspora Network to decorate the deserving students that we have. I will start with Mr. Alasan Ba, formerly of St. John, the Baptist Basic Cycle School, and now a student of Nusrat Senior Secondary School, to be decorated. Mr. Alasan Ba, you are welcome. You are welcome to be decorated. May we now call on Mr. Omar Fall, formerly of Parafenya Upper Basic School and now a student of Mindau Senior Secondary School. May we now call on Miss Mariama Sise, formerly of Anglican Mission Upper Basic School and now a student of Parapenya Senior Secondary School. Yeah. Okay, may we now call on Miss Lala Sow of Anglican Mission Agricultural Senior Secondary School. Congratulations. Okay, may we now call on Miss Yamajo of Parapenya Senior Secondary School.
Yes, congrats, yeah. Very tough one.
So may we now call on Mr. Salifuba, formerly of Nusrat Senior Secondary School.
Why? Because he is unable. That's what.
Okay, thank you so very much to the chairperson and then the representative of the Chakubantan Diaspora Network. For clarification purpose, this is a give back foundation. We can say we are giving back to our community, but then we do not also want to turn a blind eye and deaf ear to the natives of Farafenni that are doing tremendously well outside of Farafenni. So we can all attest to that among all the 2025 graduates of senior secondary schools outside Farafenni, Salifuba is that individual who performed extremely well. And this is why he is here today to be awarded with a special award, as we alluded earlier. So the number is 6, but then another number is added to it to make it 7 because of a special award that we have as part of the prestigious YCDA Student Award ceremony. So, Mr. Salifuba, you are here in your capacity as a native of Farafenni to be celebrated because of your tremendous achievement in Nusrat High School. Thank you very much.
Because it all started here. He did his lower basic
Yes.
and then upper basic.
Yeah.
Despite you not doing your senior school here, but that shows that the teachers of Farafenni laid the foundation for you.
Exactly.
On that note, congratulations, Salifu. A well-deserved one, and we're so proud of you. And to you all, congratulations.
Yeah.
Yes, I was saying one more thing for Mr. Ba. Please be our ambassador. Represent us in the Farafenni diaspora. Thank you.
And then, organizing such a prestigious award ceremony is not easy. If there are strength, we must have setback. So the organizing committee, we must really applaud them for their, unwavering commitment to this noble cause.